Hey everyone, it's the patch 7.14 rundown, and today we have Freeze and Reven, both from Tempo Storm, here to also do it. So we're just going to do it as always. I know there's no overlay here, but that shouldn't really matter. So I know we're just going to talk about the champs and run stuff down.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, so Alistar. So he gets an extra 5% per level. It's not enough. That's actually just not enough.
I mean, I've played with several Alistars in solo queue, and they all thought it's gonna make them better or make the champion better, but it just felt pretty useless anyway.
I mean, he's still the same champion.
Yeah, it's the same champion. It's nothing basically.
He still loses to Tom, Thresh, Braum. Like all the other melee supports are still better than him.
It's good with Kalista though. It's really good with.
Yeah, Kalista, Alistar. Sam, what do you feel about Alistar?
I feel like it's undervalued too much. Like, cause
In competitive or solo queue?
It's not that bad, yeah.
both. Cause like the nerfs to his knockup was it that you can flash after the flash QW.
Mm-hmm.
That you can flash it by the time he casts a W, but his kit, the WQ is just kind of like really obnoxious to play against. And because the WQ got changed, kind of people undervalue it, but I think it's still pretty viable. Of course, there are better champs such as like Braum and Tom, but I feel like Alistar is a.
He's probably still like an A tier.
Yeah,
Or like a
A-tier.
lower. Yeah. He's just like forgotten. I mean, he'll probably see playing competitive, but I think in solo queue, there's no reason to really pick him, to be honest. Unless you're like super high MMR,
Yeah.
where people
No,
actually can
yeah.
like utilize him.
Unless Trash and Blitz is banned, then no reason
Right.
to pick them.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So Caitlyn, the attack speed nerf again. So she's been nerfed a few patches now in a row.
Yeah.
And this is the lethality patch, so 80 carries are
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. We'll see about it. I can't really find it yet. Like the touch for the meta.
Do you think that's enough to knock her off? Yes?
I mean, it's really huge for her because it's 36% at level 18, but it's overall the champion. It's not because she's like a really good team fighter, right? She's a really good team fighter with the attack speed. It's gonna get nerfed a lot in the team fights, but then still your traps reset your auto attack, and then you don't really care about like the attack speed much because you're a sieger and you take down turrets, and that's what you care about. And from that, you do 80 and the amount of traps you can have and the push power you have with Piltover. That's sort of like what you care about. So it's a nerf, and it's like a sort of good nerf because it's not nerfing what she needs for her to be like a good champion,
Right.
but they're trying to nerf something that it's like sort of like nerfing her team fights and nerfing her.
Yeah,
her
they're,
sort
they're
of-
trying to hit her in some way. I feel like
Yeah.
the most notable impact of this is like level 7, 8, 9, 10 when she's like beginning to rotate, she's losing a dagger. That's like all that's happening to her. She's losing a dagger at her strongest point in the game for solo queue and competitive.
Yeah, it's still pretty good. Like
yeah.
dagger is very noticeable.
Caitlyn's still Caitlyn though.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, for sure.
So
she's still gonna take towers and stuff.
Yeah, she's still gonna be around. I don't think that's enough to knock her off like S tier.
For sure.
But yeah, I think Tristana and other ADCs. I think Jhin coming back as well is probably gonna be really big. But
Yeah.
obviously, like anti-Caitlyn champions are gonna love this nerf.
Pretty much,
very
yeah.
slightly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right, let's go on Cho'Gath.
Alright.
you seen him at all?
I've seen him. I've seen him 2 times. One in jungle, one top lane, and then I saw some funny videos about Cho'Gath just one-shooting. Selfie.
Yeah, with Stoneblade. Yeah.
Just turns on
1800 damage.
turns on Stoneblade and he's just like, bam.
I feel like he could potentially end up like Galio, where he's either top jungle or support, maybe.
He can be mid too.
He can even be, yeah. So I think he's like sort of like a pseudo Galio in a way. The cooldowns on his Whirlpool spikes being 4 seconds. If he has 40% CDR up in top lane, or like from jungle, that's insane because of the percentage max health. Because
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
gonna stack HP.
when I
anyway.
see this, when
It
like
fucking
every
scales
single
with health.
yeah, like every time I see this with any champion, I just I know the champion is gonna be broken.
Yeah, he's gonna be
It's
broken
just-
for sure.
And it's good
But hold
versus
on, hold on.
assassins as well, you know.
They took 5 damage off his rank 5 rocket. Sam, how do you feel about that?
I mean, Cho'Gath is kind of dumb. I feel like people don't really know the limits of the champion yet, like such as the gargoyle into the ult and stuff. But the champion kit is still the same. He has to like walk around. Q is like really easy to dodge. the only good thing I feel about him is the AoE silence. But aside from that, I don't think he's gonna be like a meta pick. He's like gonna be a
He might be a niche pick,
yeah,
like an
that-
anti-meta, or like. Well, I don't like
I think he's gonna be meta.
his. I feel like
It's like I don't know. I just feel
he'll
like
be
this is
probably
too strong.
picked from time to time, but I don't think he'll be like a really priority pick. Like you guys said, top and jungle. Like top, I'm not sure, but jungle.
so.
He's gonna lose to Elise. He's gonna like the
Yeah,
matchup's
it's
still
not
the same.
the jungle might not be the greatest,
Yeah, jungle might not be the greatest, but like
but
top
it
lane.
might still actually.
Top lane, he has a lot of losing matchups right now.
Yeah, even top
right?
like
Mm.
he sustains in lane pretty well, but he's so fragile to ganks. Like if you push across the river, you're gonna die.
I don't think you can shove him off a turret though late game.
Late game, sure, but he's too volatile.
Yeah.
As in, like, say the enemy tops Jarvan, if the jungler
Yeah.
top camps top, Cho'Gath is gonna die every time.
Yeah, it's true. But I could
He
see
might
him
be
like
a true tank again though. Thornmail change and
I don't know. I could see him like with the lethality changes that Zed is gonna be played, Talon's gonna be played,
Yeah.
right? I could see him mid lane because like you can't really like Cho'Gath mid lane is very safe and people used
Yeah.
to play it into Zed, and now they even buffed it. So I feel like if someone picks Zed, then Cho'Gath
could
is
build armor.
definitely gonna be
Yeah.
like picked into that
Yeah.
sort of, and then counters the Zed, you know, with his Q Raptor. You always know where the Zed appears after his ult. He have silence. He can dash back with the shadow. Now we have extra damage too. So yeah.
you don't lose stacks anymore on Cho'Gath, right? When you die, they changed
you
that a few
still do,
patches
no?
ago. No, I think they changed that.
Oh, maybe they did.
I think if that's true, this is a new fucking bronze, silver, and gold solo queue nightmare. Like, scale for days.
Yeah, dude. You just 10 stacks at some point. You just kill everyone.
That's gonna be it, Cho'Gath. All right, so solo queue, he might. He's definitely useful at lower MMR. Higher
Mhm.
MMR, he'll probably be like a niche pick, and then competitive. I think he'll be like an anti-meta, but he might be meta. I don't think like he won't not be meta. If people figure out builds for
Yeah,
him
it's
and
just
stuff.
a question mark for now. I
Yeah.
don't think people have researched him that much.
Yeah.
All right, let's go, Diana. I've heard only bad things.
Same actually.
So
It looks good. Like when you look at it for like the first time,
Yeah,
it
it
sort of looks
does.
good. But then when I said in Sulky, it just didn't look that great.
yeah, it feels like she can't use her passive reliably enough unless she's gonna nuke a target anyway. But at that point, old Diana still was able to do that. So the new Diana, I don't feel like. I guess in an extended team fight, she's a little bit better. But with the way that the current meta is right now, I don't think she really fits in. Unless
Yeah,
it's again like an anti.
It's a huge buff though. Like it's
Yeah.
definitely a huge buff, but it's still like it. For I don't like it. When I really don't know, but like if I see this and I look at this,
Yeah.
it legit tells me that Diana should be like good, you know. But then when I see her in Sulky, it's just I don't know if it's the players that they just don't know how to play her correctly, or if she's super volatile or unsafe. 'Cause it never does well in solo queue.
Yeah.
I mean, an AP melee champion that has to go in to deal damage is like kind of bad. Like the kit's still the same. I don't know what the exact changes are, but I think the champion's kind of.
Yeah, her damage doesn't feel like it's enough to build
Yeah.
off tank and then still commit to fights. Like she has to go. I don't even know what the current meta build is, but it used to be like what Nashers with Roa.
Well, I remember they did Rod of Ages and then Nashers too,
Yeah.
and then they did FCAT.
Yeah.
And that was like once she got 3 items, then she just hides somewhere, since one shot
She
someone,
could nuke you.
and she could
right.
1v3
She becomes
kill
the
people.
AP. She becomes AP Talon.
Yeah, it's sort of like the Kayle, you know, like when Kayle gets fat,
Yeah.
you gank her, she just kills you both
Yeah,
of you. So
she kills you both.
that's sort of Diana.
Mm.
Well, like I mean, 90% attack speed increase. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's huge. And if she has Nashor's Tooth, then she's gonna
Yeah.
be swinging like a truck.
She could just destroy tanks super easily.
She can shred turrets too in a split push.
Yeah.
If she's running teleport, because
Yeah.
Diana's usually gonna run teleport
Mhm.
anyway.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
that can get her out of rough lanes. The
But
mid
how
lane
do you
meta
escape?
right now,
The
though,
thing is, you know, like how do you escape with Diana? You have
Yeah.
all the champions that can just run away, or escape. Like Fiora got obviously nerfed, but like all the split pushers have some sort of insane escape that even
Yeah.
if you chase them 3 men, then they just run away.
Yeah.
And then you have this champion that just
Diana
sits-
has to like
Yeah,
Q to Gromp and R it.
yeah.
Like that's the only chance he has to get away. I don't know. I don't think that we'll see her unless it's like a specific counter pick or like it really fits in. I don't think she's gonna enter into the meta.
I mean, people could just sit behind it, you know, just put like
Yeah.
this Diana player on Diana, and then you have like a jungler that just only goes to Diana. But that's so exploitable in fight
Like
fights.
a Diana comp. Yeah. All right, let's move on.
The juicy Fiora nerfs.
Here
I
we
like
go.
I like when I see this. You know?
All right, so she loses a boatload of movement speed, and then she loses the passive off her ult.
Hmm.
I still don't think it's enough to take Fiora out of the meta. She's still too strong with the way that she
I mean, they
itemizes,
should do-
but that new Thornmail.
Yeah, they should do something about her laning phase, because their laning phase is way too strong. Like you shouldn't be a champion that outscales everyone and just has this insane mobility and insane
Right.
late game. And your lane, you don't even have counters in laning phase. You know, like or you have tough matchups, but you don't have counters. You don't get shit on. So
Her laning phase is kind of weak, though, in general.
yeah, but you don't like get countered. You don't get shit on. I feel like, you know.
Yeah,
like
but I feel like that's
could you-
more due to Thorn Shield rather than anything else. Like
Oh,
Shield
that's true.
is
There's that cancer item.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what would you pick into Fiora now? What is the best? Like
Jace.
Jace.
that's like a volatile lane, you know.
And it's a volatile.
And
lane.
then even if Jace wins, she
Yes.
outscales him
Yeah.
later. Yeah.
There's not like a real answer to Fiora. That's the
I mean,
problem.
yeah, but this is definitely nice though. Like, I remember,
helps.
I
Yeah,
remember
it
the
helps.
times where you just put 3 people on Fiora and she just runs away, and then team gets the bar and enemy team.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
I haven't seen her in solo queue though, so ever since the nerf. So.
Well, only people with low ping and like
Good
Oh yeah,
mechanics.
that's
less
true.
than 5. Yeah, you can't play her like low MMR.
Mm.
The champion just looks stupid at low MMR. They can't use riposte. They don't know how to use Q.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to Garen. Passive perseverance, great.
I mean.
What I will say is
Can
that
someone
Hot
read
Shot
this?
GG
It looks
is finally gonna get diamond with Garen only. That's what I gotta say. They didn't
I mean,
add the.
it's a nice buff, but
Yeah, you got buffed.
Garen
but-
is just gonna be like, I don't know. I feel about Garen is just dummy running around doing nothing, you know, no matter what.
I mean, he got inadvertently nerfed with the Black Cleaver nerf.
Yeah, but even then,
Gorm's
like he's
was a
so
buff.
he can kite him like a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
the kit's too bad.
Yeah,
Like,
his
every
kit
time
is
I
bad.
look at the patches, I look at the champions instead of what the actual numbers change, because some champions, it doesn't matter if you don't like times 10 their numbers, it doesn't really matter,
Right.
just because the kit's too bad.
The kid's too bad. Yeah.
I feel like, you know, like with all these new champions, I feel like I might like I didn't play from beta, but like Garen had to be one of the first champions, right? Because
I think he was.
Because
Yeah.
he was
it's
one of
like
those.
he does nothing, and he's like you legit right click and that's it, right?
Yeah.
But then you look at these new champions, they have like 2 different stances, or million jumps, man. It's like insane mobilities,
Interactions with the
interactions
terrain,
with
yeah.
everything, and then you can look at this guy, it's like, okay, I'm Garen. What do I do?
I got an idea.
You know, they
What
should
if
just
they
remake
add-
him.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah.
What if they added like a tornado around a Z that sucks people in? Like, so you have the E hitbox, and then like
it
2
drags you
inches
in?
outside of it,
Mm.
yeah, it drags in.
Yeah, that'd be actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
That would help.
Yeah. That would
But
be
otherwise, he needs to rework
cool.
for sure. Because the items all suck for him too right now.
Yeah.
And with the new Thornmail, like people might think it helps the new Garen, but I feel like it hurts him too. So
He's the champ that doesn't have like a percentage damage, right? Because like if you look at all these
his
Well,
ult
that-
sucks unless you're the villain.
yeah, I mean,
Then he deals true damage.
like all the tank top laners that are meta, when you look at them, they have in their kit they have percentage damage.
Yeah,
always
yeah,
like
yeah.
And dash.
and then because that
Yeah.
the way you can build full tank, you can still one shot 80 carries,
Right,
you know,
right.
like 1v1. This guy is just
Yeah, he's not good.
yeah,
The top
Alright.
blade.
he's useless.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think about this? I don't think they needed to do anything to Ivern. Like Ivern is at
Do
this
you
point
think
where
bad Iverns even
Yeah.
realized that was the range? Like,
No.
they cast it on top of themselves. Like,
Yeah.
let's be honest. That the only thing that helps with is if you're trying to brush
Vision.
over barren wall.
Yeah.
Vision,
Like
vision.
to get vision.
Yeah, they used to like check
Yeah.
bushes with.
That's all it
with
is.
the
It's
bush,
like a pseudo blue trinket nerf in a way.
yeah.
So whatever. Rammus. Oh, this is the big change.
Yeah, it's
Someone down in
kinda
silver
nice.
was tired of losing. He saw my tier list. He
Yeah.
saw Rammus on it. Actually, I don't know if Rammus is on it, but he decided that it needed a buff. I mean, it doesn't change anything.
It's sort of. I feel like
The new
way.
Thornmail is good, but Rammus is bad.
The way they changed Rammus, I was kind of like scared that it's gonna be too strong, right? But then the change they did to his Q feels like every time I remember Rammus or anyone says Rammus, I'm like, this guy's gonna run from fountain with his Q on me down bottom and kill me, right? And then when I see Rammus now in the game, I see him charging Q, and then the Q times out before he even gets to me. I'm like, all right, dude, what's up? You try to gank me? Yeah.
What about, but with the lethality changes, Thornmail change, and Cinderhulk buffs, what do you think about Rammus?
Hmm.
In jungle?
In lethality in jungle, yeah. So there's the lethality meta, there was the buff to Bomby Cinder, right? Buff to Cinderhulk, buff to Thornmail.
I mean, I even saw Poppy being jungled, you know?
Poppy jungle, that's something else we
Yeah.
can talk about, because, yeah.
So, like, if you see Poppy jungle, you can see Rammus jungle. I don't think it's that bad. But, like, then again, you have Gragas and Nunu, right? Like,
Right, you have
Yeah.
both of them.
these two champions are just ridiculous compared to anything else that uses Cinderhulk.
Right,
like,
that's true.
Yeah. So,
That's
like,
true.
it's the same stuff with, yeah, unless they're both banned, and then you need a tank, then you will never play like Rammus or...
I feel like if
Poppy.
the enemy team comp has too much AD, Rammus might be better than Gragas.
No.
No?
Because not Gragas. Nunu, maybe.
If they're
but
ranged,
Gragas-
like Graves, ADC, AD top.
For, like, low elo solo queue, maybe, but, like, competitive standards, like, Gragas has so many, like,
Yeah, it's
game-changing
versatile.
Gragas
skills.
is really
Yeah.
versatile. Yeah.
E and R.
Like the buff to Cinderhulk actually buffed Gragas so much
Yeah,
because
it
of
did.
he
Yeah.
heals so much more than he did before.
Yep.
Every time I see Gragas, and like my Wiggly complains about ADCs being broken, right? Every single time he says that, I
Tell
just
me about
imagine
it.
Gragas.
ADC
I'm
yeah?
fat. I'm 5'0", 80. I see enemy Gragas just drinking his barrel and just laughing and dancing. I'm like hitting him and nothing is happening. And I'm like, ADC's broken, dude. 1v9 every game, let's go. So
Alright.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
got that. Alright, Singe. He got hotfixed.
Yeah.
We can't talk about him.
What's hotfixed?
I don't know.
All his numbers got hit.
I
So
saw
I
him
don't know
once.
what the current thing is.
I saw him
I
once
saw
in the
him
game.
once too. It
And he
was
didn't.
terrible.
Yeah, it looked horrible. So.
I don't understand what was going on down in low elo.
I mean, what is this? I mean,
Since passes with 200, he drifts.
you know, like gaining 20%.
I
That's
mean,
sort of
that-
like you can catch him, sort of. No, like for 2 seconds, 20% bonus movement speed.
You
I haven't
can't-
seen it, but
Catch him and he can get on you. If,
Wait,
like,
his passive got removed?
yeah, he's less tankier now, for sure.
Yeah,
like
he's
I
still
saw him
bad.
play, and the guy rushed the
Leandres?
Rhaast. No, he rushed Rhaast, and he was so squishy compared to like when I saw the ult singed and I tried to kill him, I never could, but now I just killed him instantly. So I
mean,
think
he got
this
a
is
lot of
huge
HP,
though.
The base stats
Yeah, that's true.
to
But
make up.
but
yeah.
it's like he Singe usually runs around like with 2k mana,
Yeah.
so he gets so much HP, and then
Yeah.
you pair it with his ultimate
Yeah. Insanity
stats,
potion, so-
right?
Wait, then now you can't go the, like, triple Dark Seal anymore. It doesn't really benefit
Doesn't
you.
stack. It doesn't stack the
Oh.
potions.
Well, no, the potions probably still work, but the reason why they went triple seal is because they got mana and they got health from it.
Mm.
But now
It
Wait,
was-
Dark
it-
Souls doesn't give mana.
It was
yeah, it does.
it was stacking with
Wait,
Does it? Yeah, it does.
wait.
Dark Seal gives mana.
Listen,
It's
I'm
like-
a coach.
who's
Wait,
right,
really?
who's right.
Yeah, it's like 100 or 150.
Wait,
Wait,
really?
what?
Dark Seal.
Dark Seal?
150 mana, that's a
But
bit.
it gives 15 AP.
No, it gives mana.
Well, we can't touch this.
Alright.
Waiting on Sam.
Like, I know for a fact that they used to do that they go triple Dark Seal because they run corruption potions, and the passive, it gives you like 25% increase healing
25% increased healing.
from potions,
right.
and that's stacked. They
Right,
they made
right,
it
right,
unique
right.
passive, so it doesn't stack anymore.
And then it
but
had
but it
glory.
used to be
Does it give? Oh, it might give 150.
No, it gives 100 mana and 15 AP.
Mm.
Who gets
Yeah.
it for the 100 mana? Oh, I guess
Singed.
Singed.
Yeah, that's why they went
Oh
it.
shit.
Yeah. But now that it's you don't really. It
And
doesn't give
that
you
plus
HP.
the synergization
Oh,
with the
shit. I'm a
corrupted
coach,
buff.
by the way. You know, I know these things. Alright, let's.
I think this is really huge though.
That's actually really big then.
Yeah.
That's really big. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll see what Lehens does in Korea.
His W is so stupid though. Like I wish they could just turn it back to the way it was before.
Yeah.
Like you have to land him. You have to land his E into the like sand thing in order to like
To get
make
the
him
root,
But
right.
like who does that?
No one.
The players don't even like aim to do it. The singed
Yeah.
players, yeah,
They
just
don't.
use it for the slow. Like
Right.
nobody aims to get the root.
Right.
Wait, what do you mean?
You know how
How
singed-
like you can throw the puddle and then throw them into it and it roots
it
them?
roots you for like
It-
1 or 1.5 seconds.
It
He
roots
fucking
you?
doesn't even know.
I don't even fucking know that shit.
You're,
What?
Who plays Singed? Like,
yeah, because it like never happens in reality. Nobody like aims
I
to
didn't
it.
fucking know that. What the hell? Huh, okay. I mean, you know, like you learn anything, something every day, so.
Let's move on to
Yeah,
Kappa Pride.
This is, yeah, this is the stuff.
Starlight's Touch.
I mean, this champion at Worlds was considered OP. Everyone who played at Worlds from supports was saying that Taric is broken. Because this lane was super strong.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone played melee supports back then. Only NA played range supports.
Right.
So it was really strong. It has really strong laning phase and its level 6 is just insane. You can't team fight against it.
Yeah.
And the only reason that people stopped playing it is because the NA supports played the bully laners like Karma, Nami, and they used to be really broken. And it was real bad into it. But now, with
Now
Dora
it's
and
good.
shit,
Yeah,
right?
but that means he doesn't have a strong laning phase.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean...
Sheep was saying he had a strong laning phase too.
No,
but-
he does.
No,
though,
against
like,
the old mage supports.
yeah, versus like
MF Zyra.
yeah, versus these he was really good.
Mal's.
Yeah, he was counter to Malzahar, to MF it was like but to Zyra he was pretty good too. And like he didn't lose lane versus them, which is as a melee support that's like a dream, you know. But now they nerfed all the range supports.
Yeah.
Doran Shield came in. And
And
they
the
even
Target.
They
buffed
buffed
him,
him.
you know.
Yeah.
So
I think
this
Taric's
champ
gonna
is
be
gonna
OP.
be he's gonna be retarded for
Taric's
sure.
gonna be good for sure.
Like
Not in solo queue.
Yeah, because his
Not
E
in
is,
solo
like,
queue.
you can't synergize
Don't
the
try
E.
to get coordination at the zoo.
I mean, this is like, it stacks 5 times or charges 5 times, right?
Yeah,
It's
this
really
is
good.
insane. This is
Less
actually
mana,
insane.
more mana
Yeah.
regen, cooldown 3 seconds now.
Yeah, this is actually insane.
Your passive reduces it's 3 seconds cooldown reduces 1 second, and instantly grants a charge.
That's really
Dazzle.
That's like so
Fuck.
huge though.
Who thinks about just giving this guy, you know, like
40
you know,
damage.
like,
You know,
imagine,
let's
like,
just
they-
give him.
Dude,
Level
look!
one
If this
is,
guy
like,
hits you with the stun, he's gonna smack you twice with his passive, do like 100 damage with his auto attack at level 1. Just give him extra 40. So like, if he hits you level 1, you know, like Taric already had a really nice bush control. So if you face check that guy, you just get stunned. You can't see the stun, you know, in the bush. That's
Yeah.
OP. So let's just give him another 40 flat damage. So level 1, when someone face check a bush, he gets 200 damage from just Taric.
How do you feel about that?
It's great. You know?
You feel great?
I'm saying I'm the player that saves wards for lane, so I'll just ward and see if he's there. But
All right.
40 damage is pretty
It's pretty good.
yeah.
All right, let's go. Yorick. Here we go.
Yeah, all right.
These are the real buffs. Sam, hit us
Never.
with
Yeah,
it.
just,
Kid's too bad. I've said that like 5 times in this patch rundown already. Like, doesn't matter. It's just like how much you touch the numbers. Like, just the kid's too bad.
Why is the kid too bad, Sam?
Just like runs around, summons some ghouls that are like. Do they even give gold anymore? They don't.
Sam,
give
but
you
he
gold.
can summon a minion. The
think they give
maiden.
you 5 gold. Actually, they don't.
Yeah,
they
but
do.
I think Yorick's kind of like good for low elo though, because they underestimate the damage of the ult, and they just like fight 2v1 into the ult with Yorick.
But at low elo, they missing ping the maiden like it's a champion. I've seen that once, Sam. I've seen that once in coaching.
I mean,
no, he's terrible.
I was fortunate enough to like get into this slow master game where I met Hashinshin and he picked Yorick.
The best top laner in NA.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he died like 4 times in lane.
Okay.
And then he solo killed the enemy top laner.
I mean, that's one less than normal, but...
Yeah. And he solo killed the enemy top laner.
With Yorick?
That's just, yeah, it's just like...
Yeah, that's
all
how
right,
I feel Yorick is. Like, he punishes dumb players that just, like, run into you.
So is that the Hashinshin counter?
No, it's, like, perfect for Shin... yeah, maybe.
It goes both ways.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I mean, yeah.
Alright, let's take a look at this. Oh, Nunu got hotfixed?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
look
was
at the
just-
Zac change. That's going to take him out of the meta.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, though, they just released SKT1 Zac.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
gotta sell the skins first.
Yeah, yeah. They have to buff him first. Yeah. They should buff him so everyone buys him and... Yeah.
Alright, Thornmail.
I haven't seen... I've played a lot of games and I still haven't seen anyone build it. It's so weird. But it looks OP as fuck.
It does, actually. So you lose 25 armor, but that's negligible when you get the passive. And then you get 250 health.
You have health and then... I
Yeah.
mean...
That's so
this,
stupid, by the way.
This is like... That's the old thing. That has been like that for a while.
Yeah.
So... that was like hitting you for a lot. But then...
Yeah, but the grievous wounds.
like...
So do you hit grievous wounds as applied, then you get your lifesteal? That's how it works, right? That's the interaction?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The way... Like, if you had one lifesteal item
Yeah.
versus Thornmail, you were still losing HP. Before grievous wounds,
Alright.
right? And
Now it's even
for
more.
some reason, they thought that 2 lifesteals items are not enough, so you might need 3 or 4, you know? So you
need
can...
MR too.
Yeah, so you need more. You're gonna, like, Blade, BT, more of mortars, and you will still lose HP. I guarantee. Like, you will get to the point where it's gonna proc your Maul. Like...
This is a really good buff, though, for tank
But what do you do as an ADC? Hey guys, this guy is running at me. What am I supposed to do?
Listen,
I just
you pick Ziggs and Mordekaiser.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
Alright, it's a meta shift.
It's so good that they give you health now. Because, like, I've seen so many stupid people just, like, rushing first item Thornmail.
This is really good for Cinderhawk junglers.
But 250
now.
is a lot.
Yeah.
Like 250
Yeah,
is a lot.
250 is a lot. But,
250
like,
is a lot, yeah.
there's some guys that, like,
And then
build first item Thornmail.
it even cripples your. I don't know, like,
How do you feel
coach.
about
Do I
this?
flash forward or do I flash backwards? I have two choices, right? I flash forward, try to suicide and kill someone with me, take someone with me, and then say worth, or I just flash away and just run to my fountain and cry. What do I do? 2 choices.
I mean, you're both ADCs. How do you feel?
2 sounds better.
Sounds bad.
I mean, with the lethality items, right?
You know-
You're sort of like a kamikaze guy. So
Yeah.
might
There
as
you
well
go.
flash forward, just use your Duskblade and...
Riot's trying to
Bang.
bring back tank meta for Worlds. That's the fucking memo.
Who would benefit from going first item Thornmail? Just junglers?
First
like
item? Anyone against Teemo? Like,
Yeah, that.
or
and-
maybe even against Fiora, to be honest.
yeah, but like versus Fiora, what of the top champions would benefit from building like first item Thornmail? Well, not first item, but like second item.
I don't think
Maybe
it's
Gallia?
first item at all.
I don't think it's first item item. I don't think it's a first item item.
Gallia could be good with it. Yeah.
Could like what's the item after Bommy?
You know what might help? Who this might help is fucking Nautilus, who got
Yeah.
pushed out by all the ranged poke champs and Fiora.
He's still good versus melee as well. I don't know, but he loses to
Yeah,
Fiora.
but Nautilus could come back.
I know for a fact that they will build this like
Yeah, of course. They'll build
like
that.
ASAP
Yeah.
because that's 900 gold, 35 armor, and it gives you upon being hit by a base air reflects
it's
20
better
magic
than
damage and
Triple Doron.
grievous wounds.
Yeah, it's better than Triple Doron.
Right.
Yeah, but who would build these though? Because like all the champions,
All
up
the
on
old tank
top-
tops. They're gonna come back.
Yeah, but aren't the champions itself like kind of too bad? Would
I'm not sure they will come back there.
No,
be enough for
Nautilus.
them?
Nautilus' nerfs was like a Kale syndrome nerf, but he was also affected by the meta changing. Nautilus is still Nautilus.
But you got all these.
No, but his like numbers got all gutted. No.
I thought his mana got removed. He
yeah,
lost like a little bit of mana.
he lost
that's it.
he lost mana and his
Some
stat,
damage.
yeah, the E damage got nerfed on the waves and stuff.
Yeah, that got hit a little bit.
But
But this helps.
I don't know. It's just like you can use. Yeah, I'm not sure how to feel about it because there's so many top laners you can play with lethality, so
Right.
you don't have to play tanks. And
You don't have to, right?
yeah.
I like the diversity, maybe.
Yeah.
It's gonna be available.
I mean,
This item is broken, by the way.
I played support.
2,000 gold at like 20 minutes, right?
I played
Yeah.
support 2,000 gold in 22 minutes.
Yeah.
I was a dog. I was following my AD and shielding, pressing one button the whole game, one button. Mouse over my AD, one button.
What exactly?
And for
changed,
some
though?
reason,
Wait a
I
minute.
get 2k gold. It's unfair. Like I have to try hard.
I thought it said Adrian. Go ahead.
I have to try hard.
Like, what the fuck's going on?
No, but like as an ADC, you gotta feel this, Sam. Like I have to try hard for every last hit. Every last hit, I have to contest last hits. I have to hit
Yeah.
it. I can't miss it. And then I see my support just pick up random coins. He just walks over them, doesn't do anything, and he has the same goal. Like how is that fair? You know?
Wait, you have to run and pick up the coin?
Yeah, you have
that
to-
like Mario Kart or like whatever it is? Mario?
I mean, it's pretty.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to like physically go.
It's
before.
kind of huge
That's
area
pretty-
that you can just pick it up.
All right.
But like for it definitely like if you have a snowballing matchup bot lane or a pushing matchup bot lane, I've seen in Soulga I've seen so many supports where like I play let's say Caitlyn and they play coin support and the enemy plays coin support too because coin is broken. But then my support has 1k gold and their support is like 400.
All right.
When you push, you just get these coins super easily, and then he contests the coins for the enemy support. So there's such a big difference in like that's what I like about the coin though. It's
Yeah.
like if you have a good lane, it rewards you so much more.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the coin, Sam?
I think the Threshes go coin now too, because
Everyone. I haven't seen anyone play something else than coin.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay.
Like even melee support play coin, you know.
God. All right. What about Randuin's?
what even got changed? I
Yeah,
can't.
It
we
got-
just gave him HP, and then
Oh,
different.
good. More tank stuff. So I actually like this
But
stuff.
this is bad though. I
Why is
feel
it
like
bad?
Besides the active, like.
I mean, the
one
item
of the
is
Oh,
bad.
the item itself is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They nerfed it too much.
They nerfed it too much, right?
Yeah, so now they're like slowly just
Yep.
And
getting
if you
it
build
back.
Thornmail, you get the attack speed reduced.
You get the
like-
cripple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so much like building Thornmail is so much better than this.
Yeah.
You get the same cripple instead of
Yep.
you don't get the AoE slow, but and then crit
Yep.
carries about 10% less crit. Like,
Yep.
come on, but yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Here we
The-
go, baby.
The highlight of this patch.
All right.
Just TLDR, guys. Build anything lethality. Do every lethality champion, you'll get elo.
Talk about it.
This is so.
So yeah,
broken.
the old lethality meta isn't really comparable to this one, and that means like a lot of the old lethality champs are back. So Graves is back
Mm-hmm.
in the jungle.
Kha'Zix.
Zed, Talon, Kha'Zix.
I saw Kha'Zix just like being teased. You're a Kha'Zix.
Is it this is out there. Is it enough for Shaco?
No.
No, it's still not, right?
His like E and stuff isn't. Is E is
The
magic
Duskblade
damage, right?
though. No, they changed the Z to physical.
Oh, it's physical.
Yeah,
I thought
so
it was
maybe it's
magic.
enough for Shaco.
Hmm. I mean, he
His clears.
sort of.
Maybe. But he
Yeah.
can't clear without the Tiamat. But if you go the Tiamat, then you don't really benefit from the
Right.
lethality if you go with the second item.
Right.
So it's kind of
So
awkward.
Shaco's still in a rough spot. But you could go poachers on Shaco.
Hmm.
Isn't that well? He.
You could go Tiamat poachers, right?
I guess.
Yeah.
Like he might be the only fucking champion that would build poachers in the jungle.
Because of.
Because you have to counter jungle to get the serrated dirt.
Hmm.
but that could help him with his clear problems.
It's 3 camps, right?
Yeah, because
No,
Shaco
big
doesn't
ones,
need to go
right?
jungle item.
Yeah.
Shaco
Like
doesn't
a
have to
big,
go jungle
big
item.
monster.
Yeah.
Oh,
Three
right,
camps.
right. He doesn't have to go in.
He doesn't have to go jungle item. So the Warhammer that normal AD champs would get is almost his Tiamat. So it's not really like it's a second item Dirk. But you could go Tiamat Poacher. Right?
You only
But-
have to get the big one too, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like for wolves and race.
So
I mean, the back to
the
this,
bonus
right?
helps too.
Like,
yeah.
the biggest, you know, like when you kill the minion, the bonus it
Yeah.
doesn't expire. So you just kill a minion, and then you 1 minute you can have it. It doesn't expire. Like that's what I think is kind of like really
That's broken
insane.
though.
Because
Like,
you
yeah.
can just kill a minion and then go gank a lane, and you'll have it.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And you'll have extra 40 bonus physical damage.
On a spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts. Actually, that's huge for Shaco.
Mhm.
His Shiv gets an extra 40. Graves gets an extra
Yeah.
40 on his Q. So with the Graves buff that he got a few patches ago too, the 150 plus AD, his Q's buffed and everything,
Mm.
right? That's the number on it. So Graves is...
I saw Grace just one shot at
Wasn't it like
one
the
guy
late
without
game
ult.
nerf?
Yeah.
Like he just
yeah.
Late game
he
buff?
just like auto EQ and
Yeah.
the guy died.
This is going to help Kha'Zix.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure this helps
Yeah.
Kha'Zix. That actually removes his nerf last patch. The numbers that he
I
lost.
mean, Kha'Zix was already like one of the better junglers at Rift Rivals for NA
Right.
players. Everyone was playing Kha'Zix, and now you have
Yeah.
Lethality just buffing him.
Alright.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Duskblade. Yeah, you got it. How do you feel about this item?
I mean,
I like that it gives CDR. I like that it gives CDR. And I
Right.
like that
Oh,
it's
yeah.
cheaper.
Right.
there are
I
a few
like
things I don't like about this item. Is that it's like sort of hard to play with because
Mhm.
there are no the only indicator you have
Yeah.
for it is that the vision thingy.
Right.
That removes. That's sort of like a area around you that tells you
Right.
that you have the pass. You have the active, and when you find a ward, it's gonna disable the ward. But then, I can't find how like if I use this this damage in lane, how long does it take to recharge?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know that. Does anyone know that? How long does it take to recharge? Is it instant? I can just disappear again. Like when I disappeared again,
Isn't that
it looks
it?
like a cooldown, no?
No, it's probably.
There-
No,
there-
I think yeah.
It's
you
more
just
than 1
keep
minute.
doing it.
It feels
No?
like it's more than 1 minute, the cooldown on it.
Yeah, it's like a minute if I recall correctly.
Maybe we
it-
could just actually read the item. Maybe it's actually
Yeah, maybe
on
we
the
should.
item.
Maybe it's shit. Maybe we should.
Where is it?
Where is it?
Wait, this hasn't been updated in forever. Look at some of the items on here.
It's like
Wait.
a minute or something.
Oh, it's updated. Outdated.
All right. It's
Do we
updated.
go?
No.
Wikipedia?
We're all right. We're
Alright.
moving on.
But yeah,
Pretty
that's
sure
that's
it's
the thing that I'd really like because even maybe it's on the item, but like when the item goes on cooldown, I feel like that's the cooldown for the vision again. So you
Is
never
it really
know.
that active? I thought you could proc Duskblade multiple times. Like that's why it was so
That would
good
be
on Kha'Zix.
ridiculous.
I thought that's how it is.
Yeah,
though.
but imagine just
Yeah.
like having when you finish this item at around level like 10 if you don't
Yeah.
get fed, and at that point it gives you 250 physical damage.
Yeah. Right.
So
right.
imagine you just hit someone in lane for 250, you disappear, we wait 1 second,
250 again. Right.
1 second,
right, yeah.
250.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
That's actually nuts.
So yeah, there's definitely
has
a
to be a
cooldown.
cooldown.
Yeah, like when I play with it, there's definitely a cooldown, but I can't like I don't really. I know it's more than 1 minute, but
Okay.
and yeah, this one is.
That's Talon's old
let's
passive
just- let's
thing,
just-
right?
Let's
The
just
cutthroat?
let's just give him a like I don't think it was E, no, when he-
Yeah, his E with
Yeah.
99% slow,
Yeah.
but it used to be a silent.
yeah. So you know like
Nice.
let's
I
just
like
like
it.
let's nerf this item by 10 damage, you know.
But we're
Then
gonna give it- yeah.
look we just remove a longsword, so we should remove 350 gold from it, right? But then we just give him 3 extra lethality and then
and give him CDR.
give him CDR, which
That's
is
the
like
important thing.
10% CDR is like 500
Right.
gold, right? And then you give him, like this alt passive, it used to do true damage, so we feel like this is gonna get negated a lot because it's physical damage by armor. So let's just give him like 90 plus 15 per level, and anyone that builds it at level 10 already
You're gonna be
deals
dealing
300
true
damage.
damage anyway with those
No, like-
lethality items.
Like if I see a guy with this item, and I like it's usually like Reven,
Yeah.
Talon, or Zed, I'm about to team fight.
Mm-hmm.
and I see that guy ignoring everyone, just running straight for me, I'm dead. I saw Reven. Revenge was playing Reven. Oh no, Viper was playing Reven versus me. He had this item. He had this item and nothing else.
All right.
And then he had the Sarada Dirk. So he had this one and the Sarada Dirk. He legit flash Q, auto. I died. 2 hits. He didn't W. He didn't alt. I
mean,
died.
he's
2 hits.
you
He's
just
a
gotta
good
get
player,
better.
right?
You just gotta get better. That's
Yep.
all it is. All right, let's go. Yumu's.
I mean, this is whatever.
Yeah, these are sort of whatever. These
I mean, this
champions
is
are-
huge. Like
This
this.
is really
the
big.
40 is like really huge.
40 is huge for Jhin.
Yeah, when I play Jhin and
Yeah.
I have this item
Yeah.
and I have Swifties, I have 450 movement speed
Yeah.
in River. When I turn that on, I have 520.
Mhm.
So running from bot lane to mid lane takes me 5 seconds. I legit like given from bot lane to mid lane, I run during the Yomu's active. And
Yeah.
I'm mid lane. What is that? Like
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. And then Edge of Night it loses magic resist now and gives you
Yeah, but
250 health.
250
Yeah.
is a lot.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think that's actually more worth. I think that's it for the lethality items. They're all like busted.
Medium size Crusader.
Yeah.
That's like the easily who would smite medium.
Attack and ability queuing. Alright, ranked flex, rotating game modes. Hold on, what? I think it. Oh, yeah. Hello?
Yeah.
We're trying to. Alright, bug fixes, upcoming skins. Any that you see here that you like?
Graves. Can you click on it?
No, I can't, Sam. No, I can't. So I think that's it for the rundown. Whoa! Just quick opinion. What do you think of Kayn? Have you seen him?
I've seen it several times. Every single time, it looked like the most useless champ ever. Like
Feel the same way.
it was.
Actually.
I saw the evolved red one and then evolved
He's
black
better.
one. Red one is
Red
better.
one's better because it has the
Like,
Scion.
They both they were so useless. But his level 1 to level 3 clear is insane in jungle. The guy, he started red. I pulled him red and then he
Mhm.
went to raids.
Yeah.
He
and
did 2
insta-clears
Qs
it.
and
Yeah.
he was dead. I'm
Yeah.
like,
yeah. No.
I'm not even in
his
my lane and he's
clear-
like,
yeah, his clear is really, really nice. I think Rhaast, who has like he has like 40% lifesteal on his abilities.
That's the red one, or
That's the red one.
Yeah.
That's his passive. He gets like 40% lifesteal on his abilities,
Mm.
and then he has the knock up on his W.
Yeah.
But the blue one is like a super slippery echo.
I like
So-
I like the looks of the blue one.
I like the looks of the blue one. Yeah.
It looks
Ross,
better.
like, I feel like he needs more numbers though. He really does.
It might be that, or just the players are just so bad at him until they figure it out.
That could be it.
Way.
And also, I don't know
'Cause,
how
like-
the hell you build him. I really don't.
Yeah, that's true. He's gonna get figured out, and then he's gonna be OP.
He'll be
for
figured
sure.
out. Yeah. His kit is
'Cause
busted.
His kit, yeah, his
kit
kit
is
is
busted.
insane. His kit is insane.
It's
You
just
just
about-
have to realize how to
Yeah.
play that champion.
Well, you got to play with Kayn yesterday, Sam.
I mean, it's weird because his clear seems fast, but in the 2v2s, it's like, or the one-on-ones, it seems weak. I don't
If
know.
it's
Yeah,
not
it
Rhaast.
feels really weak, right?
No,
No, like-
Rhaast is good. Rhaast.
I even like I've played with the red guy, and it's just like he was 40-50 CS up on the enemy jungler, but
Mhm.
then he got killed 1v1. I don't know how.
Was
It was
Graves?
Kazakh. It was Kazakhstan.
Oh,
It was Kazakhstan.
That might make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, so that is it for the patch 7.14 rundown. Do you have any recapping thoughts?
Man, if it didn't record, I'm gonna kill myself.
Sam. Sam.
Play lethality champions and gain elo.
God bless. All right, that's it. Is it?